We good? Grand Rising, beautiful beings. Amazing morning to you. I'm Pastor Emanuel, Ierna, and I welcome you to the Temple of the Living God. Today is August 9th, 2026. Our theme for the month is practicing abundance. And what's more abundant than this unconditional love in this room right now? You feel that? I could feel it. It's palpable, right? We're so happy you chose to be with us in harmony today. Please remember to quiet your cell phones, otherwise they might be drawing some attention. But I have another group that's going to draw your attention right now and really lift the vibe in this room. You could feel it. It's Ascension.
Hey,
feel that light, feel that energy ascending.
Bring that light, bring out that light. How y'all doing? Happy Sunday, everybody. What's going on? You know, I saw something really cool today on the YouTubes, one of those videos I was watching, and it talked about the only light that never fades is the light you give away. Right? I thought that was pretty cool. I thought I'd share that with you. Anyway, hey, we're going to start this service off. In fact, this entire service has songs for you to sing along with the band, so feel free to join in whenever you feel so inclined. Make a joyful noise. That's what we're here for, right? But we're going to start this service off with putting a little love in your heart. You know this song. Sing along. Here we go. Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand. Put a little love in your heart. Sing it out, y'all. You see it's getting late. Oh, please don't hesitate. Put a little love in your heart, yeah. And the world will be a better place. And the world, yeah, will be a better place for you and me. Yeah, just wait and see. Yeah. Another day goes by, still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. If you want the world to know, we won't let hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart, yeah. And the world will be a better place. And the world, yeah, will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Wait and see. Yeah. Take a good look around. And if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide, kindness will be your guide. Put a little love in your heart, yeah. And the world will be a better place. And the world, yeah, will be a better place for you and me. Yeah, just wait and see. Everybody put a little love in your heart each and every day. Put a little love in your heart, there's no other way. Put a little love in your heart right here, right now. Put a little love in your heart. Thanks, y'all.
That felt like a whole lot of love. Our mission at this temple is to assist each other in our spiritual growth through education, healing, love, and service. And I pulled something out of our policies and procedures because I really wanted to read our core values again. I like to revisit those every once in a while. We have 3 core values here at this temple. Number 1, inclusion. Love is our greatest moral value, and resisting exclusion is our primary focus of our ministry, which means including all. We want to continue to be a conduit of a faith where everyone is included in the family of God and where all are welcome. Our second core value is community. Offering a safe and open community for people to worship, to learn, to grow in their faith is our deep desire here. We want everyone to grow. That's a good thing, right? We're committed to equipping ourselves and each other to do the work that God has called us to do in this world, however that is for you. Our third core value is spiritual transformation, providing a message of liberation from an oppressive religious environment of our day, or to those experiencing the presence of God for the first time. This is what guides our ministry. We believe that when people are invited to experience God as they see it, through the life and the ministry of the great spiritual masters of our history, or our herstory, lives will be transformed in this moment of now. And those are our core values here. Thank you. Please stand now as we bless our prayer chest. And Jeremy is going to bless it for us.
Father, Mother God, we ask you to bring blessings to the prayers in this chest, and bring any healing or energy of the highest and best good for the prayers in this chest. And we ask those prayers and that energy to go out to everybody in this congregation, in this community, and for whoever this community touches, we ask them to bring energy to that as well. We ask all this in your Son's name, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Please be seated. Timing, right? This is our divine healing portion of our time together, and I would love to invite Reverend Mary Moore up to perform this divine healing. Time for prayer and meditation.
Testing. I thought I had it on. Okay. So would about 5 healers come up, please? Thank you. So we just center ourselves in this infinite space with gratitude, our hearts open. Because when the heart is open, we are open to receive and to send as well. Just very gently and lovingly invite those areas of your body, like your feet and legs, to melt and to relax into the floor and into the earth. Bring your attention into the trunk of the body and invite all those organs within your trunk of your body just to melt, soften, and relax. Go into peace and tranquility. And allow any holding energy in the trunk of your body, as well as your shoulders, those shoulds, just invite them to flow off down through the arms, through the hands, through the legs and feet, into the floor and into the earth. Just very, very gently and lovingly bring your attention into your head and neck. Anything you were concerned about this morning that you brought into this temple this morning, invite it to flee away from you, to the right, to the left of you, in front of you and behind you, above you and beneath you. We just settle in to that chair and allow that chair to just give you a feeling of the universe holding you. That feeling of the universe always saying yes to you. Whatever you focus on, it's always saying yes to you. Coming back one last time, just allow any holding patterns in this physical structure to go down through the body, through the legs and feet, into the floor and into the earth. coming into this now moment more powerfully than you've ever been before. We open ourselves to that which Jeremy talked about, the Christ light, just allowing that light to come down into this temple and in through each one of us. But we have direct access to it. We don't need a bishop, we don't need a priest, we don't need anyone to have direct access to the light ourselves. So we just invite that light to pour down into the temple through each one of us very powerfully. And we consciously open ourselves to it so that it comes down through us more powerfully than it ever has before. Down through the legs and feet, into the floor and into the earth. Just grounding itself in this planet, in the space that you're holding this morning. So as that light is pouring through each one of us, if some of you would like to come forward and just stand at the end of the aisle and wait for a healer to be available, you can have a one-on-one healing this morning. So just come forward. So we just join as one in unity, in deepest gratitude for the healing that has taken place within each one of us here this morning. We give thanks for the energy that the healers were willing to be open to bring into this healing portion of the service. And we are just grateful for all things, for we are one. And so it is, and so be it.
Grateful for you, Mary. Thank you. And she amplified the peace in this room and the healing. Thank you. I have a feeling we have some new guests with us today. If you are a new guest, please feel free to sign our guest book in the lobby. There's also a welcome packet out there. And our bi-monthly bulletin, which has all the events for 2 months that are going on here. And there's lots of different events. We have all kinds of things. I'll go over some of those events in a little while. We also have hands-on healing here in the corner before service from 10:35 to 10:50. And after service, if you have a concern or something weighing on your heart, we always have a chaplain available for you to sit with and talk with and be heard. So please feel free to take advantage of that. We are grateful to all the volunteers who provide their loving energy here for our services. If you volunteer in any way, just know how much you are greatly appreciated. Thank you to our volunteers. We have a round of applause for volunteers. A lot goes on here. Everything from the food to the flowers. All right, I'm going to get into our announcements today. I have quite a few. Miracles Used Book Sale fundraiser has started, if you didn't notice, in the lobby, all August long. So bring in your used books if you have any to Reverend Marvin here. Put your hand up. Yeah. Reverend Marvin Shepherd, he's heading up that awesome sale. So if you're interested, feel free to look at there. They're highly discounted. Take one home. They make great gifts as well. Today after service, Jeremy McDonald is hosting a workshop on practicing abundance from the inside out. I think you'll see from his talk today that it will be impactful. So if you're interested in being a part of the workshop, please sign up. There's a list out there. It's a $20 fee. Monday meditations with sound healing and Reiki will begin tomorrow, August 10th from 6 to 7 here in the sanctuary. Yep. Thank you. I'm leading it, and this is a 4-week meditation series. So start your week off with some wellness and healing. There will be a love offering. Tuesday, August 11th, our world-renowned dance instructor, Reverend Andrew Guilfoyle, is teaching a sacred ancient dance class. So last week was the first week. There's 5 weeks left, and you can still come and be a part of this journey into sacred movement. Please sign up in the lobby. There will be a Leo gathering for the Leo birthdays and all those who just want to celebrate Leo this Tuesday as well, August 11th. There's a sign-up list in the lobby. It's at Pinwalk and Bowl. The restaurant changed location, but it's literally right next door. So please RSVP on the list or see Ron. Okay, Wednesday, August 12th. We're going right through the days here. I got something every day. There will be a live Zoom Q&A for the new Metaphysical Vocal Awakening series that will be starting with Maggie Collier. We had our Conscious Voice and Ear training course. It's been a big success, and a lot of that class has the desire to sing publicly and minister their songs that they have prepared for you. So more details to come. You might hear them in a few weeks. So the new course is a 12-week course, and it will be on Thursdays from 6:30 to 8:30 here in the sanctuary. Please register, sign up ahead of time in the lobby. And the temple has scholarships available for that. And any class that you take here. So there'll be a Q&A Zoom with Maggie this Wednesday, August 12th at 6:30 if you want information on that new course. So please sign up with Maggie. Maggie, you here? There she is. All right. All right. I'm going to call Marvin up here. We need a microphone from Marvin. Oh, you got it. Okay, good. For the Ace of Diamonds, as we practice abundance.
Welcome, Temple family. Who feels abundant today? All right. I'm going to have Jeremy pick out the lucky ticket. The lucky ticket winner is number 426. One 426.
Yeah, right. Okay, cool. Oh, that's me.
You can do that.
All right, support.
The ticket has been verified by somebody in the audience. I want to tell you what Ron said. He said, I bought all these tickets from Kimberly and never had a chance to win. He says, do I get a chance today? Because I was selling the tickets. $5 back, and there's a total of 65 in the pot. Now that's a fundraiser. The other 65 went to the temple. So we thank you all for participating in our fundraiser. We already did that. Yeah, we already did. There's the ace.
Still there.
That's amazing. Look at that. What are the odds, right? In this metaphysical community, we see that happening more often than not, right? The power of intention, right?
So now we have a story to tell Kimberly.
Enjoy your vacation, Kimberly.
Now you can never say you never won.
Steve, you got my mic? Check. There we go. All right. Last announcement. Our lovely Kathleen is flying away to Hawaii. So I'm putting the word out. If we have anybody interested in hospitality who would like to help with hospitality on Sundays, we would love to speak with you. See myself or Marvin or Mary. We're looking for some hospitality help as she travels to Hawaii. And that concludes the announcements. How about you guys say we have another shot of beautiful energy from Ascension?
Well, I am a bartender, so.
That's not what I meant.
But I know. Hey, but you guys are going to join me with this one. You were a little timid in the last song. It's okay, I'll give it to you. It was Sunday morning. But this time, you're really going to sing along. So I'm going to tell you the words right now. It's really easy. So repeat after me. God is my source. Good. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. That was good. Now let's try the second one. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Now pay close attention because we're going to mix up those words. Well, just one, but enough just to keep you on your toes. Make sure you're paying attention. So let's knock it out once and let y'all feel it out, and I'll talk you through it. It's okay. Hold my hand. We'll be all right. Let's do this. Hear that? Yeah, that's it. Ah. Ooh, yeah. We're gonna put some funk on it. Here we go, everybody. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. There it is. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Try it again. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. Nice. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Let's try love. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. Yeah. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. Love it up again. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. Let's sing about some joy. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. Do that one again. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. Peace. Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. Yeah. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. One more time. Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. Break it down. God gives me everything I need. Love gives me everything I need. Joy gives me everything I need. Y'all sound great. Sounds like I've been practicing. Thanks, Maggie.
Thank you, Ascension. We feel that energy rising. One other thing I wanted to point out was that in the bulletin, or in the program, it says our psychic fair is this Saturday, August 15th. It's actually on the 22nd, so it'll be the following Sunday. But if you really feel like you need to have some guidance the 15th, Marvin will be here, and he does readings, so there you go. It all works out. So I have the honor and the privilege of introducing Jeremy today. Jeremy McDonald is a transformational speaker. I've witnessed him. Best-selling author, mindset mastery coach. He helps people reconnect with their authentic selves. More than 25 years of experience. I know he doesn't look it. In leadership development and transformational work, he bridges practical wisdom with heart-centered spirituality in a way that is both grounded, genuine, and inspiring. Jeremy is the author of The Sovereign Mindset, and he's the co-founder of the Inner Temple Education Foundation, and one of the new heads of Eternal Network. I said that right. Ethereal, sorry. The Ethereal Network, coming soon to a, a TV near you. Through his talks, his workshops, and his media appearances, he empowers people to move beyond the fear and limitations so they can live with greater peace, purpose, and abundance. And for him, I chose this special reading from St. John of the Cross. This is a poem called The Living Flame of Love. Flame, alive, compelling, yet tender past all telling, reaching the secret center of my soul, since now evasion's over. Finish your work, my lover. Break the last thread, wound me and make me whole. Burn that is for my healing, wound of delight past feeling. Ah, gentle hand whose touch is a caress, foretaste of heaven conveying, and every debt repaying. Slaying, you give me life for death's distress. O lamps of fire, bright burning, with splendid brilliance, turning deep caverns of my soul to pools of light. Once shadowed, dim, unknowing, now their strange new-found glowing gives warmth and radiance for my love's delight. Ah, gentle and so loving, you wake within me, proving that you are there in secret, all alone. Your fragrant breathing stills me. Your grace, your glory fills me. So tenderly, your love becomes my own. And with that, I give you the words of Jeremy McDonald.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Good. Ooh, good. You guys got good energy this morning. I want to read you something really quick before we get started. I'm sure you guys will remember this. I'm sure we've all heard this one before, but I think it's important for our talk today. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. I want you all to feel this. So everybody close their eyes while I'm saying this and breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of the God was hovering over the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw light was good. And he separated the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from water." So God made the vault and separated the water under the vault and the water above it. And it was good. And it was so. God called the vault sky, and there was evening, and there was a morning, the second day. Going on, and God said, "Let water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let dry ground appear." And so it was. God called the dry ground land, and gathered water he called seas, and God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees on the land that bear vault and seed in it, according to the various kinds." And it was so. The land produced vegetation, plants, and bearing seed according to their kinds, and trees bearing fruit with seed and according to their kinds, and God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, and that was the third day. And I'm going to end right there for just right now. Everybody open their eyes. Let me ask you a question. In any of that passage, did it say God doubted? No. Did anywhere in that passage, did it say God hesitated? No. Did anywhere in that passage, did God say, "No, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. This is going to be difficult"? Did anybody in there, did God say, "I'm not sure if I should do this"? Nowhere. But it also says in the Bible that God is where? The temple of God is where? Within you. And so when you have an abundant heart, One of the other things it talks about, and it goes on, that Genesis goes on for a while, and it would take me probably the full 20 minutes that I'm up here, so that's why I'm not going to read it all, but I wanted you guys to get the idea. It also says in there, when God created man, and he said, "This is good." Nowhere in there did he ever say that you were bad. Nowhere in there did he ever say that you were a sinner condemned. Anywhere. And then when we get into the other interpretations of sin, we know it means what? Missing the mark. You're out of balance. And that's okay to be out of balance because that's a part of this existence that we've created down here. And what's very interesting is just in the beginning of 2020, I started just going into deep meditations. And I started these meditations and I would start going in and I'd start feeling where my energy was at. I'd want to know where my thoughts were at. And you know what I found out? My thoughts were everywhere except for in the now of the moment. I was upset because I'm an extrovert and I was being told I had to stay at home. And I was upset because I couldn't be in my office. Now I love working at home. And so all these different things, all these different stresses. And what I figured out is when you're practicing abundance in the heart, you have to be in the now of the moment. If you're anywhere else, then you're out of what? Balance. Because nowhere in that passage did God say, you know what? I'm going to be over here worrying about the political system going on. You know what? I'm going to worry about this. I'm going to worry about my kids and my grandkids and all the other kind of stuff. Now, we're human. We have emotions. Am I correct? So it's not about us condemning ourselves for having these experiences. Because this is where it gets kind of tricky when we're talking about an abundance heart. So who's ever had those moments where you wanted something to happen and you were really pushing hard and you wanted it to happen and you felt this almost heaviness in you because you were so just wanting it to happen? Who's ever had that feeling? So in those moments, I want you to start looking within and I want you to say, I am grateful for this experience of feeling like nothing's happening. Who's ever had that happening? I want you to feel grateful for it. You want to know why? Because guess what transmutes the energy is your gratitude. There's a natural law, an Hermetic natural law, that's called the law of transmutation. And what the law of transmutation is saying is that we can transmute this energy from what? Heavy lead into gold. My thing about the Philosopher's Stone is it was never about actually transmuting from lead into gold. It's transmuting you from lead into gold. The Holy Grail is you. It's not we've been searching, all the Knights Templar, they were in the Arthurian legends, they were searching for the wrong thing. And guess what? If you read those stories, they were going through a journey, and guess who they discovered? Themselves. They discovered themselves. And so it's very interesting because this is something I was going to speak back here in April, and I had something that came up, and I was going to tell you this story. And this is one of my biggest moments of transformation in my life. But it's a little emotional, so I'm going to tell it to you guys anyways. So on November 11th of 2011, so 11/11/11, my mother and I were at my house, and my friend Jeff Wheeler had come over, and I had about 40 people at my house, and we were meditating with his ancient crystal skulls. And they're roughly about 6,000 years old. And so my mother was sitting across from me, and she had more of the feminine energy, and I had the more of the masculine energy skull. And we both had this very huge awakening and healing on 11/11/11. So where it gets emotional is we were supposed to be going up to on Thanksgiving to see her best friend that she hadn't spoken to in 5 years. They had a fight, and they had stopped speaking, and they had said they were never going to talk to each other again. But the healing had happened over many years, and then they had finally spoke, and we were going to go see them, or go see him. And he was one of my very first spiritual teachers. He's the one that really taught me how to bless myself and protect myself with energies and whatever we're working for metaphysically. And he had been in my life since, believe it or not, I was 10 years old. So here I was about 37 or 38 years old, and we were getting to go and see him for the first time in a long time. Well, my mother got this pain in her body, this really severe pain in her body on her face, and we found that it was shingles. So we decided we couldn't go. And then after she got treated for that, she had this. She started getting these abdominal pains, really bad abdominal pains. Fast forward to Christmas, we found out that she had uterine cancer. And on January 9th of 2012, my mother transitioned to the other side. Well, the part that I want to tell you that changed my life is this. So the night before, I had a lot of trouble going to hospitals. It just wasn't my thing. From a little time I was a little boy, I've learned since then it's because I could feel all the energy in the hospital. And so, but I was there at we were now at the hospice house, and my mother worked for hospice. She was a case manager for hospice. And she, the girls that she worked with had literally moved her from St. Joseph's Hospital and over in less than an hour. They got her, well, it was about an hour and a half, and got her over there. There was literally roses and flowers everywhere and streamers everywhere, and talking about how much they loved her. And my mother was a Reiki teacher and a shaman and a nurse at the same time. So all of her nurse colleagues, all of her students for Reiki and healing were all there and in her room. And her room was just packed full of people. And people were holding her head and her feet and her hands and just giving her energy and love. And one of the nurses basically told me I should stay there that night because she wasn't going to make it throughout the night. And so the reason why I'm telling you this story is one of the interesting things about this experience is one of the students was actually one of my students as well. Her name was Marcia. And I started crying, and Marcia said, Jeremy, don't you know that your mother's always going to be there with you? Well, my mother said, she goes, isn't that right, Lori? And my mother says, I will always watch over my son. And those are the last words she ever said to me. Well, anyways, I stayed overnight. I held her hand, and I moved over to the couch to sleep around 5 o'clock in the morning. I probably slept for about an hour. And I started getting this feeling, that feeling, remember when you were 15 or 16 years old and your mother was trying to get you up to go to school? I remember that, and you're like, oh, Mom. Well, I heard her voice saying, Jared, it's time to get up if you want to say goodbye. and so she was part of the Hospice Help 24, the triage unit, and the girl that was their assistant knocked on the door and wanted to say goodbye. And so I opened up the door, walked over, kissed my mother goodbye, went back and laid down and said, I love you. And then I laid back down, and I probably slept for another half hour or so. And I felt this energy of my body coming up, my soul coming up out of my body. And I felt those streamers. Now, there was no fan, there was no nothing, there was nothing happening in the room other than I could hear those streamers slapping the walls, like pop, 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 pop. Now, you guys know what streamers are. They're not going to make that sound. It just felt like pop, 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 and all this energy coming into my body, and I was coming out of my body. And then I felt a hand come on my shoulder and say, it was one of the nurses say, Mr. McDonald, your mother had just passed. So I get up and I start brushing my teeth, and I was in the middle of writing my first book, Peace Be Still, and I was just about done with it. And if you've ever read the book, you'll know the transition where I started transitioning and writing about this. And so I said, Mom, you're not going to be able to read my book. And I hear very clear as day, I taught you a lot of things in that book, so I already know what you wrote. And I'm like, what? Now, I've been in this world for a while at this point. I started in a psychic development class back in 1998 with a woman named Reka Stasiak. And I had been around this and been going to the Temple 11 healing for many years at that point in time. And so I was like, whoa. So it was very moving in a sense. And so I go and I have her memorial next week, and I worked for MetLife at the time, and the MetLife blimp ended up hovering over her picture at her memorial. And people are like, did you do this? I'm like, I'm not that important to make that happen. Well, my friend Jennifer Allen had come that day, and I never knew that she knew my mother, but she came up to me and she said, I wanted to let you know I've been working as a social worker for the hospice, and I've worked with your mother for the last three months, and she's one of the most incredible people I've ever met. Well, Jennifer had come to some of my psychic development classes that I taught many years prior. And she says to me this very important story. She says, you need to go, I told her what happened, that I just had this experience, and she goes, you need to go see Raymond Moody. And he's going to be here next month at Unity on 4th Street, at its old location. And so I went and spoke to him, and I actually walk up to him at the end of it, and I said, would you come on my podcast? And everybody's like, he's been on Oprah and Larry King. And I was like, my podcast at the time, I'd have like 25 or 30 listeners at a time, and he said yes. Anyways, that became a friendship that we've had now for about 14 years. And he helped me through a lot of my grief. Well, the last part of the story I'm going to tell you is this. The next day after the memorial, I was in the shower, and she stepped into my body, and she said to me, this is what heaven feels like. And I lost all sensation of anxiety or pain, and I just felt like a drop in an ocean. And I'm going to try to send that energy all out to you to see if you can feel that, because it's all in the heart. And this is the love of a mother, of a parent, showing her child where she's at, so I'd never have to worry about her again. Do you feel that? Breathe it in. Deep breath in. Let it go all throughout your body, and let it all out. Let it take away and melt away all that heaviness in your body, all that worry. Let it all out. And if you have tears, that's okay. Tears are the lubricant of the soul. Let it all out. So this is where this story goes. She told me, Jer, I crossed over on the other side, and she spent 6 months coming through different mediums and people and showing me. My mother has given me Christmas presents from Spirit twice. She's showing me that she's there more than once. I've got pictures of her putting her hands in me while I'm doing healing work, when my arms are glowing. And so these are just kind of things. I don't always talk about this because it's not something was personal for me. And if you've read my recent book, you'll see it's in there. But it's one of those things where this is the abundant heart, because what she told me is this: I'm here to get you in touch with your feminine side, your divine feminine, not your female side, your divine feminine. Everybody with me on that one? Yes. And so what it did is it started softening my heart. And you have to have the divine masculine and divine feminine. The divine masculine is the awareness of the third dimensional world. The divine feminine is the one, through intention from the divine masculine, creates everything that comes. You can't have one without the other. And that's what's going on in this world, is we're out of balance. We're out of balance, and we're not operating in this heart space. The heart space has to have it. So when you have things like you're tired of working at your job because you want to do this kind of stuff, you have to have gratitude for it. You have to have that love that I just gave you or shared with you for whatever your job. You have to be grateful for it and saying, thank you so much for the ability to be able to do the work that I do. Because I went through that for a long time. I'd be like, why am I still working a job and out there trying to do this and flying to California and doing all this, and I have to work from California? It was getting frustrating. And finally one day I said, wait a second. That job is an investor into my future. Every 2 weeks they make an investment into my bank account, direct deposit, and it supplies everything that I need. Can everybody relate to this? Yeah. Okay? So what you do is when you have that great gratitude, you're literally creating through love, as Pastor Ierna just said, through love, you're starting to create what you're looking for. But when you're looking there and you're saying, Why is this happening? Why is this frustrating? I'm failing at what I'm supposed to be doing. You're creating the energy of what? Failure. So I still have these thoughts. I'm going through some physical stuff right now, but I've had some amazing news recently. I was diagnosed as a diabetic 2 years ago. I just got told recently I no longer have to take medications for my diabetes. So thank you. What is diabetes? It's some people would say it's life is not sweet enough, but it's also it is also a feeling of burden towards being of service. It's the heaviness in being of service. So as I started working on that, it started changing the dynamics of whatever the dis-ease is. Now, am I getting residuals from that? Yes, because what ends up happening is as you start doing your inner work, the ego starts feeling like it's going to be lost in something. Like you're no longer you're going to turn your back on it. It's the little devil in there and saying, you don't love me anymore. And it's not true. You have to love your devil just as much as you love your angel. Everybody with me on that one? Yeah. Now you still hold it accountable. You know, I had this situation. I've told you about this story, and I'll wrap up here in a second. I'm going to leave you guys with this story. About 4 years ago, I got my heart broken pretty badly. Not just by one person, by a group of people. And it was betrayal. Who's ever had that happen before? So I knew I had to work through it. Well, recently I've worked through a lot of that, and the apartment complex I live in, one of those people lives in my apartment complex, literally the next building over. So I saw them one day walking, because I take a walk every day, and I remember, now this was my ego, and I walked right by, and I was on the phone with a friend of mine, and I go, and we're just talking about something, and I see him, and I go, yeah, and the movie premiere we had out in Hollywood was really successful. I'm really proud of the team that we had and everything. Totally was not a part of the conversation, and I was at a movie premiere, and our team did do a good job, but why did I do that? To make it seem like, oh, look at you, you missed out on my friendship. But I had to allow myself to go through that so I could stop and look at it and say, what was that all about? You're still holding on to that hurt. And I had to start going in there and loving it and understanding it. So if you want to start practicing with the abundant heart, you have to face all of the stuff going on in you with love. That same love that I just told you about that my mother showed me from heaven, because God is love. And I'll leave you with that.
Thank you, Jeremy. We are grateful for your voice, awakening the cells within our heart to feel and experience that divine light. Thank you, brother. I really feel like when we sharing with other people from an authentic place, not from a victim mindset, what we've experienced, we are all in this moment together. We can all learn from that. Thank you, Jeremy. And he'll be in the lobby. He has some books, and he also has his workshop after. If you're interested, please feel free to sign up. As our temple continues to openly serve the greater St. Petersburg area in wellness since 1960, we are eternally grateful for its existence in the world. Can I get an amen? Amen. Thank you. This is our sacred giving time, and we humbly receive what you give to help us grow a global mission of educating, healing, love, and loving all people. So can I please have the ushers come forward? And those on YouTube, please donate underneath the video or go to our website, tlgtemple.org. And we also have a QR code in the lobby if you'd like it. The temple receives all the gifts that are given today in abundant love, as we know it will be used for the greater good for this community. Amen.
Amen.
We give from an abundant mind, and we receive with an abundant heart. We thank you for being supporters of this temple's mission. I want you to have the blessed day ever on this beautiful Sunday.
Blessed day
Yes.
ever. I love that, man.
And let's blast off with love in our hearts. Another amazing song from Ascension.
Yeah,
You
another
know.
amazing song from the congregation. It's that time to sing with the band, y'all. Let's get shiny and or happy, or D, all the above. Let's just do it all. Let's do it. We're gonna swank this up just a little bit. Yeah. Here we go. Shiny, happy people laughing. Meet me in the crowd. People, throw your love around. Love me, take it into town. Happy, put it in the ground where flowers grow. Gold and silver shine. Here's your turn, y'all. The shiny, happy people holding hands. Shiny, happy people holding hands. The shiny, happy
Hold your hand.
people laughing. Everyone around. Love them, love them. Put it in your hands. Take it, take it. There's no time to cry. Happy, put it in your heart where tomorrow shines. Yeah. Gold and silver shine. Hey, hey. Shiny, happy people holding hands. Shiny, happy people laughing. Hey, let's do what the song says. Everybody grab hands. Grab somebody else's hand. Grab your hands. Grab your hands. Cross those aisles. Grab somebody else's hands. Let's make a nice big old love chain up in here. Get ready to sing along. Here we go. Hey, 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 hey. Shiny, happy people holding hands. Happy people holding hands. Shiny, 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 happy. One more time, y'all. Shiny, happy people holding hands. Shiny, happy people. Hey, thanks y'all for coming out today, everyone. We had a great time with you. We hope you come back again next week and have some more fun with us. Now get out there in the lobby, make a new friend, eat a new snack. We'll see you next week. You guys rock, man.